lesson of our polynomials unit. We're going to continue on with our vocabulary lesson and add on to it a little bit. So whenever we're working with a polynomial, we need to make sure that we write it in descending order of powers. That means that the highest exponent is always going to come first, followed by the next, followed by the constant. Remember, constant just means number at the end, or a number that doesn't have anything connected. So that means in this case, I can write this as 5x squared, as that comes first, plus 8x minus 2. Remember that we always take whatever's in front, and that's why there are pluses and minuses in front. All right, so in this case, we're going to be working with all of these y's. We know that 5y to the power 6 is the highest power. So our first piece is 5y to the 6. And then we're going to look. There's no 5, because as 5 comes after, but there is a 4. So we're going to write the 4 next. And we're going to take the negative in front. We're going to do the 3 next. And then the 2. And then the 1. And then finally the constant. That gives me a full on everything that we have there. So we're going to use algebra tiles in order to model. Algebra tiles is a really good way to say what area we can see. And in this case, there's 3 kinds. X squared. Notice how there's 2 pieces. X squared is just the area. X and 1. If we shade them, they become the opposites. So in order to model these, what I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to draw however many the coefficient tell me to draw. So I have -4 x squared, which means I draw 4 of the x squared tiles and shade them in, because shading in means the negative pieces. I'll do the next one here. W squared, I know, is 1 of these squares. Minus 3w, I know, is 3 of these. Notice how the tiles don't actually matter when it comes to the variable. I'm always going to draw them the same way. So I know this is w squared and 3w, but I want it to be minus. So I'm going to shade these in and plus 2. And that is how we create the algebra tiles. Your job is to complete the last one. Don't worry about the textbook questions, as they will come a little later. And okay, so we'll see you in the next lesson.